Would you read the poem, Rod?
It's pretty long.
Oh, well, what is this poem in?
It's a little book of poems that I wrote a long time ago. Yeah.
You don't just carry your works around with you in every case?
I did because somebody said, "Hey, Rod, could you show me that poem?" And I want to take time to.
That's fine.
They say the only innocents are children when they're little, but as a child I did a thing for which I'd like acquittal. Cousin Ed and Cousin Howard had come to spend the day. My mom told me and Sister Miriam, now run outside and play. We chased around the yard a while, then headed for the barn. The four of us climbed to the loft, and there begins my yarn. We worked and built a fort of hay by dragging bales around, and when you crawled way back inside it, you could hardly hear a sound. Howard was our oldest cousin. He could shoot a 12-gauge gun. He bragged that once he'd winged an owl and shot a rabbit on the run. He said he'd learned some cuss words and that he dared to say one. And when Miriam said, "I double dare ya," he spit and said the A one. Then my sister said the S word to prove she wasn't dumb. And Edwin said what folks might say when their hammer hits their thumb. Then all of them looked down at me. I thought for just a while, and I strung all three together and said them with a smile. We laughed and snorted right out loud. We thought we were well hid. But Mother has this extra sense, and it told her what we did. She had brought some brownies to the barn to give us all a snack, but when she heard our barnyard words, she took a different tack. She stormed right up the ladder of rungs. No doubt our goose was cooked, and I remember to this day the way my mother looked. She grabbed us all by ears and hair. Her face was brightest red. No, there was not a single doubt. We knew that we were dead. Then we were hauled down from the loft. She beat us on the rump and yelled for me to go and get some water from the pump. She soaked a bar of lava soap. We knew that we were cursed. When Howard cried, "I'm not your kid," my mom said, "Good, you're first." The bar was shoved half in his mouth. He sputtered, spit, and choked. Huge tears were streaming down his face. And when he talked, he croaked. My sister was the next to go. Mom washed away her sin. Then Edwin started whimpering and said, "I'm only 10. When my turn came, she grabbed my hair. I fell down on my knees, but she was way past listening to my heartbroken pleas. I swore I'd never cuss again. She listened to my blather, then scrubbed my mouth with lava soap until she made a lather. My mom is known for cleanliness. Her floors are spick and span. But what she did to my poor mouth, drill sergeants would have banned. The taste was one I'll not forget until the day I died, like broccoli and kerosene wrapped up in lard and lye. My teeth clamped down, my taste buds died, my tongue it threw a fit. The only thing I'd taste for weeks was hummus mixed with grit. And though I rinsed my mouth out well, still I suffered trouble. Whenever I would try to speak, I thought I could blow a bubble. Sometimes today when wrenches slip, I'm tempted still to swear. I hear my sister Miriam say, "Hey Rod, I double dare." My mouth then gets this funny taste. I see my mother's face. She holds a bar of dripping soap and there's no hope of grace. Instead of saying what I think, my mind begins to race. Because moms can still buy lava soap, stores sell it by the case. The moral is, when things go wrong, don't cuss like some poor dope. Mother might be standing near with a bar of lava soap.
Come on. I have to tell you, before I came here and I heard you guys are going, I was like, my two very small goals for Synod are, I want to meet Paul and Rod in person, and I want to hear a poem from Rod before a Synod, which didn't happen, but this small group, even better. So thank you so much. That was well done.